Well, hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. It is great to be with you on Inspirations for Your Life. We've got another great show for you guys. You know what the master topic is for the week, but I'm going to go ahead and share that with you right now. And that's understanding ourselves as vessels. Yes, yes, yes. So go ahead and get that delicious cup of hot chocolate, which I actually have, or maybe some water, or maybe something icy cold, but it is cold out right now. Maybe some leftover Halloween candy, or maybe some fruit. So hurry on back. Let's get that. All right, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Inspirations for Your Life podcast. In this episode, we are diving deep into the art of building meaningful connections, from speaking genuine interest to celebrating shared wins. We'll cover the practical strategies to enrich your personal and professional relationships, whether you're a leader, entrepreneur, or someone looking to grow. These insights will help you forge lasting bonds and unlock new opportunities. So let's make connection your superpower. All right, is everyone ready? Well, come on, hurry back from the kitchen, everyone. We want to get the show started. Hurry on back. And I have my delicious cup of hot cocoa or chocolate right here. Mm, nice and hot. Feels really good going down. Just hot enough, though. Not hot enough to burn you, but just hot enough that you can feel, that it's hot. Any hotter, it would burn you. But it's really good. All right. So we want to think about this from one perspective, and that is we want to start with genuine interest, ladies and gentlemen. Start with genuine interest, all right? That is so key to be genuine, all right? We need to start with genuine interest. And so a lot of people don't know what this means, um, but the thing about it is that when you think about what it does, okay, and how this works, start with genuine interest. Show curiosity about others by asking thoughtful, open ended questions. Focus on learning about their passions, the goals, and the challenges. Listen actively, nod, smile, and use verbal affirmations, ladies and gentlemen, to show that you are engaged with the conversation. Hot cocoa is good too because it also keeps you up. Number two, share your story. You have great stories. Open up about your journey, include your struggles and your triumphs, and use personal anecdotes to create relatability and establish a sense of trust. Sharing builds authenticity, making it easier for others to connect with you. Number three, focus on mutual value. Look for ways both parties can benefit from the relationship. Offer support, resources, or introductions that align with their needs. Highlight how your collaboration can lead to shared success. And number four, consistency is key. Keep in touch regularly through follow ups, check ins, or meetups. Show that you value the connection by staying present and engaged over time. Consistency builds trust and turns acquaintances into long term allies. Number five, be vulnerable and authentic. Don't be afraid to share your struggles, your fears, or your lessons learned. Authenticity fosters deeper connections, ladies and gentlemen, by showing your human side. Being vulnerable invites others to open up and share their true selves. Number six, practice empathy. Seek to understand the feelings, perspectives, and experiences of others. Validate their emotions and show compassion toward them, even if you don't fully agree. Empathy helps bridge gaps and strengthens emotional bonds. Be present and mindful, and conversations focus fully on the person in front of you. No multitasking here. Pay attention to body language, tone, and unspoken cues. Mindfulness makes others feel valued and respected. Leverage technology. Use platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, or even group chats to maintain connections. Share content that resonates, whether it's an article, a personal update, or a resource. Technology enables you to stay in touch regardless of physical distance. 9, celebrate small wins together. I've said this before. Recognize the milestones, no matter how small they are. This will boost morale and strengthen bonds. Whether it's a promotion, completing a project, or a personal achievement, share the joy. Celebrations create positive memories and reinforce the value of the relationship. Number 10, give before you ask. Offer help, advice, or resources without expecting anything in return. Build goodwill by being a generous and supportive connection. When the time comes to ask for help, your prior generosity will speak for itself. All right. The thing that's very important to realize with this is that you can do a lot. All right. You can do an awful lot. And so, understanding that when the time comes to ask for help, your prior generosity will speak for itself. Bonus segment tonight, letting go of unnecessary loads. Discovering how to let go of habits, commitments, or relationships that no longer serve you. Free up the mental and emotional space and allow yourself to focus on what truly matters. I think a lot of times people get stuck somewhere because of what someone else has said, not because of what really is going on, but because of what someone else has said. And they put more emphasis on what someone else has said than what they believe in themselves. That's a little bit crazy, isn't it? It is. But I'm here to tell you that there is a lot of potential, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, a lot of potential. And so when you think about this, all right, there is a lot of potential. And so if you knew that there was more potential, okay, would you try to do more things? I think the answer to that is yes. I think the answer to that is yes. But the question is, how? And I think sometimes people don't necessarily understand what it means until they're involved. They don't understand what it means. I think when you can realize what's happening, then you'll understand that life has many dynamics. And I want to make sure you guys understand tonight's topics about what we're exploring, starting with not only the desire, but the right practices to be genuine. It's easy to be superficial, but it takes a little more time and planning to be genuine. When you have the story, share it. When you do something, focus on mutual value. Remember, consistency is the key. Nobody wants somebody that's going to do something once or just tomorrow. They want to know that you're accountable. Be vulnerable and authentic. When you do this, it can create more lasting bonds. Other people will want to share their vulnerabilities. Practice empathy, validating others' emotions, and showing compassion even when you don't agree. So, validating doesn't mean you're agreeing with them, it just means that you are acknowledging them. Be present and mindful. As you know, we've talked about this so many times. You've got to be present, you've got to be mindful. When you're present and mindful, the dynamic of the world changes. The dynamic of the world changes. And I think sometimes people don't quite understand how the dynamic works. Sometimes. And if this is the case, then we have to be cognizant of what's going on in our life and what might be going on in other people's lives so that we can course correct, right? People might be on a trajectory that could take you off your path. So you have to recognize that and know how to give people their space. We talked about leveraging technology, using platforms to keep connections going, not to spam people. And when you create a connection, ladies and gentlemen, I have to be honest. I get this. Every once in a while, I get somebody who sends one line, and it's something stupid like, I'm really impressed with your profile, and I want to get to know you better. Or I'm in school, and I hope I'm not bothering you, but I want to learn from you. Now, I get this desire, okay, but it's not genuine. And I'll tell you why it's not genuine. Anyone that writes a 1 to 2 sentence passage that I could copy and paste, and it has no direct connection, okay, to me, to anything about me. They tell me they've read my profile. So I go back and say, well, I'm touched that you read my profile. What in it really interested you? And why did you want to make the connection today? And the thing that's really embarrassing is the people that are doing this are heads of digital marketing companies. I mean, shame on them. To use social media in a way to be borderline spamming. I'll give you another example. So I do stuff on TikTok. It's not our biggest platform, but we do stuff on TikTok. And I'll put something out there about a technical challenge, warning people about a hack that happened. And within a couple hours, I get several comments. Oh, you have to reach out to this person. He'll help you. Well, what does that have to do about the hack? That's false engagement. That's spam. I didn't ask for anyone to do that. And I find it's a little bit rude. It's like if I was going to your restaurant, right? And while I'm at your restaurant, I'm eating, and then someone else happens to come along and tell me they have interesting food too, and I should check it out. Like it's just that low. And I know the big question you're probably asking yourselves is, why? This is my question. Why do so many people message that with words, with words that are not authentic on LinkedIn? They use inauthentic language on LinkedIn for a lot of reasons. Desire to impress you. They want to project a highly polished or idealized version of themselves, but they're not even connecting with who I am. They mimic formal or buzzword heavy language often seen in professional environments. They want to post with certain buzzwords or trending phrases so they could perform better. Cultural norms. I know that whenever I have a video that's really doing well, some yo-yo tries to tag along, and I'm like, "No, you're not riding on my video." And I think that's really bad, how people can exploit. You'll remember the story that I shared, I think it was last year. I wrote an article about AI and cow milking, and how the cow would come up to the milking area, and the RFID tag would be read by the system. And if the cow had not been there more than whatever it was, 10, 12 times, there might be a max, whatever it's set for, the cow would be granted access. The system would automatically adjust so it had the proper level for her and all the comforts that would be good for her, so the milking would be easy. Well, I think it was within a few days, there was a guy that responded telling me that he's looking for people to write articles, to compose websites. Okay. And I said to myself, gee whiz, like that's really terrible that somebody would do that. So I went back a day or two later and I was interested to see who this person was. So I read their profile and I saw that he actually was head of a marketing company. I'm like, wow, this guy is very bad. And now that he's at a marketing company, I just lost like total respect for him. And so he had posted this thing looking for, new people. And I wanted to say something, but if I did, I felt that would have been taken wrongly. So I decided not to approach him directly. I came up with an idea, which was to not exploit him directly, but indirectly. I talked about it on my show and how people can be so rude. And then finding out that this guy was head of a marketing company. It's like they don't know where their head from their feet are. They type without thinking. So many people on LinkedIn, and I see many people on LinkedIn send you a message that is just garbage to get you to connect. They can feel impersonal, even spammy. Some systems using automated outreach, which is illegal on LinkedIn. Many use generic mass sent messages via automation tools to maximize connections, but it's not authentic. Sales pitches in disguise. Some messages are thinly veiled attempts to sell a product or service. They come out and ask you, well, John, I have a question I want to ask you. I don't want to answer any questions. Lack of personalization. People don't take the time to research or tailor their approach, resulting in generic content. They tell me they like my profile, but they don't even know anything about my profile. Quota mentality. Some users treat LinkedIn as a numbers game, prioritizing quantity over quality. Misguided networking strategies. They may think any connection is a good one, even without a genuine engagement. And I have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that the genuine engagement might take more time, all right? But in the long run, that seed is going to yield a much greater crop, than the one that was just thrown everywhere. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's always such a privilege and pleasure to be with you guys, whether it's day, night, evening, whatever it is. I do hope you'll check out all my short, long-form content as well as my static content by visiting BelieveMeAchieve.com. And you can check out all that inspiring content 24 hours a day. I'll catch you guys back again tomorrow with another episode. But in the meantime, if you missed anything with this episode, or if you'd like to go ahead and watch a previous episode, feel free to do so. And you guys know that within less than 24 hours, the show gets converted into an audio podcast. So you can easily watch it from your favorite iPhone device and have it right in your pocket while you're jogging, while you're driving. Or while you're even on a plane. You can download what you want and you can easily sync it to your iPhone and it's ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening and I'll catch you when? Tomorrow. So don't worry, I'll be back real soon. Have yourself a great